So hello again and welcome to Michelle Holden Art. And this week is going to be a very short video as I'm coming to the end of creating my free course, which is going to be out very, very soon. These, I think I have 12 here, and I have just my 4 left to do. And I love looking at the difference as to what they look like at the end and how they evolved from black and white marks with black and white transparent collage to cooler blue and then to the warmer turquoise blue. So I thought I'd just do a little flip through. And even though I have 4 more left, I'm really looking forward to finishing them up. So let's see what we have. So we have some with text. I'll just move some things out of the way here. And they are in set. I created them all 16 on a great big sheet, the full sheet of watercolor paper, of course 140 pound. And then I continued in sets of 4. So let's just put out the next one. And we're going to talk about what I like, what I might change next time, and what maybe some of these are not quite finished, but I really think they are. Whenever I come down to the gold pen, at least in this series, I'm going to experiment with other line work, of course. But I just love that as a final layer over top of everything. So this was this was last week's. And remember I showed you, let's put up some so we can at least know the colors and also refer to the intuitive art journaling reflection sheet and all of my information that I wanted to remember that really worked, my thoughts, etc., were written on there. Even the sequences that I used so I could return back. And this is a really, really good trick or technique or whatever you want to call it, in order for you to say if you're in that middle stage and it's getting a little tricky. So you need to let it rest a day or two, or a week. Then you can come back, resume, and pick up where you left off and have all of those notes ready to go. So that's the one thing that I've really been loving. I'm loving this combination of turquoise blue with yellow oxide I use, or ochre you could use, with the neutral, with black marks, and also the white circles, which for some reason I wanted to remain throughout the whole piece. Now some of them, see, these are two the same, so I might come in and put a little piece of collage over that piece here just to change it up. But otherwise, I'm really liking them. What do you think? Let me zoom out so you can see them. So here they are. I want to put all 12 together, at least close enough so you can see them. There we go. Okay. So it's a very large drafting table that I use. And sometimes I still find it a little small, which is crazy, but that's just how we work. So I'm constantly changing it around, fixing it up, moving my palette over. And here we are. So we've got some white circles, blue, gold line within, so I might want to do that a little bit more. Let's see. And see, there's gold circles already on there, so I might not want to do that too much. Maybe this one down here. And I won't do that right now, that's not a big deal. But you can, as you can see, this was a great way to increase my production. If I, and I really do want to create a cohesive series. This way really worked for me. I'm loving this peachiness that was made with the yellow oxide, the neutral, and the orange, cadmium orange hue. And I find the Liquitex brand really great for this art journaling kind of mixed media work. So that's the 12. And these are the last 4 that I'm going to work on. As I just said, I've just been finished recording the last bits of my course, and look at the difference in temperature. So this is paint left over, so you're almost getting a sneak peek behind the scenes as what's going on in the studio before I send out my course finally. So those little bumps, those were made with the line tool. And they do get covered, but since they're raised, they're very physical texture, the paint can be rubbed off and they can still show through. So that's an interesting tip to keep in mind. So I will do a little flip through in a moment, but I also wanted to show you what the work can look like when it's matted. And I, of course, use the white acid-free tape. And of course, my mat, the back of the mat is over there. I forgot to grab it, but these look fabulous. They are 5 by 7. Some more little lines on there. You could use them. You could even make them slightly smaller, use them as cards, but I really like them in a mat. And if you had a whole series, maybe you don't want this many in your series, but you want to do groupings of 4, 6, even 3. I'm really liking this. And of course, you just use the tape. You're lining it up, making sure all of the corners are square. And then you're putting the back on. You can sign it in the front, but I'm liking now, I will sign it in the back with pencil, put my stamp of authenticity, and sign my name, and with the date as well. And that's it. So these will fit an 8 by 10 frame. Let's just do a quick check. Yep. So they'll fit nicely in an 8 by 10 frame. And I'll show you a framed one. This is a framed one, of course. It's in the warm tone rather than cool, and that's how I like to work. Loving that. So it's signed in the back, but of course this is just a bought frame, very inexpensive. I think because there's a lot of black here, a black frame would look nice. An off-white frame would really look nice if you just want the work to be seen and noticed without the high contrast. But I love the black with this one. And it's ready to go, ready to sell. So, or give as a gift, whatever you want to do. And through repetition, creating an abstract series can be, you can learn so much about your marks, your process, and then stop, reflect, and move on to the next one. You can even move on and practice further in your art journaling, and that's what I do. I go through my intuitive art journaling practice in my art journals, take what I've learned to a mini series, and then I plan to go larger in the future. So stick around, because after, I know I'm not jumping ahead of myself, but after this course, I will be having more in the future. So hop on my email list, get my free resources, and I will see you in the next video.